Howdy, Practical Patriots and Practical Preppers. Yakutate, Ross, Aus, Texas. Hey, folks, Giant Practical Nurse. So if you notice behind me, folks, it's raining a little bit. This is not a fashion statement. This is actually me getting wet when I was out there doing some shooting because I wanted to test something out that I had a few little problems with. So let's talk about this, folks. This right here, y'all remember me reviewing this? This is the AK Master Mount, okay? This right here will go on an AK that does not have a rail already built into it. It comes with a couple of screws in there, okay, and the parts that you need to basically assemble this, except for the thread locker. Now, what they recommend you use is the blue thread locker. When I was testing out this product right here, I couldn't figure out why, when I did the video, that I just was not getting shots well on target, okay? I thought it might have been because I was shaking. It was pretty cold that day, but I kind of went back later on and did it again. Still had some issues. So I said, what is going on? As soon as I took this off, of course this wasn't on it, but the other mount was on, the other optic was on it. As soon as I took that off, I noticed this was moving. Okay, basically this right here was moving, and I said, uh-oh. So I did a couple of the prepper little tricks, you know, some gloss spray paint, a few other little tricks that I learned, and I just wasn't cutting it. Cleaned off the threads, you know, with some acetone, reapplied the blue thread locker. Nope, 120, 150 rounds or something like that, you know, folks, it was still shaking all over the place. So I went to my pals over there at O'Reilly's, and that's the auto place, you know, where you get some car parts at. And they recommended this right here. They said, Johnny, try this right here. This is the red thread locker. Okay, now, let me tell y'all something about that, folks. If you put this stuff on there and it cures about 24 hours, to get it off, you got to heat this stuff really hot. How hot, you ask? Almost as hot as a prepper grandma with her own AK or AR. Okay, all right, seriously, 500 degrees, okay? And yes, a hot prepper grandma with her own AK or her own AR is definitely much hotter than 500 degrees, okay? All right, but that's what you would have to do to get it off. So understand, if you do that, one, it's going to mount it on really tight. This thing still hasn't gone anywhere, and I'll tell you how many rounds I shot with it here in a second. But it's about permanent, okay? Just to understand that. I need you to understand that. This took me so many tries, folks, that I practically, no pun intended, pretty much stripped out the Allen key holes in here. I had to take a Dremel, I don't know if y'all can see that, and had to cut a slot like for a screwdriver in there, okay? Just FYI, but that's how I had to get it to torque on there enough to hold it on there really secure. Now, if you're wondering how many rounds I tested this one with, like I said, it took about 120 rounds to shake it loose, 150, 160 rounds. I went ahead and just went for broke. Okay? Tried 180. Hasn't moved, hasn't shook, hasn't done anything, folks, okay? It is really on there tight. I'm really happy to say that red thread locker, thank you guys at O'Reilly's in Lampasas, really held on tight. You guys rock, all right? Okay. Questions, comments, folks. Just want to fill y'all in on that because I think it's important, folks, that y'all know this about me, that if I try something out and I have an issue later, I'm going to definitely let y'all know. Transparency. Y'all need to know this. If you get these products, I don't want you in a heated situation where the product fails on you, okay? Just FYI. That's who I am. Questions, comments, folks, leave them below. Until I see y'all again, I'm Johnny Practical Nurse. I may want to get it back here in the rain because, yeah, it does wonders for my dude, doesn't it? All right. Until I see y'all again, I'm Johnny the Nurse, Practical Nurse, out here.